Hello sewing buddies, welcome to today's tutorial. My name is Shodi Mukeni, creative director of Art Crest Fashion. Now today we are going to be moving on in our draping tutorial. Okay, so the second step is to transfer this to a pattern paper, and before we do that you need to ensure that all your lines are smooth. Okay, so I've gone ahead to use my pen to smoothen all the lines with the ruler. So the things we need for today's class is your ruler, your draped pattern, tracing wheel, your paper scissors, and then you also need a pattern paper. Make sure it's a smooth pattern paper. Pins, lots and lots of pins. You can check us out at Accessories by Art Crest on Instagram, Facebook, or you can send us a WhatsApp message on 0909-6635-289. Let's get started. Okay, so after smoothing your pattern, okay, you have your front and your back bodies. As you can see, this is puffing out because the shoulder that is closed. You need to ensure that it is laid flat. You can hang on if it's not smooth enough for you. Okay, now I'm using a white pattern paper and I'm going to ensure that my front and my back bodies is on the pattern paper, just like so, and then I am going to start pinning it down on the pattern paper. Can you see that? So I've gone ahead to pin it all down like so, and then the next thing I'm going to use is my tracing wheel. So I'm going to trace out the lines that I have marked while I was draping. Okay, so I'm going to do that just now. Okay, I'm going to check and ensure that my trace is obvious, and now that I have it all traced out, I'm going to remove the pins and transfer the markings. Okay, so I have it all transferred. The next thing I'm going to use is to cut it out, okay, or mark it out. So the next thing we are going to do now is to use your paper scissors to cut it out. Okay, so to cut out this part, it will be very wise for you to close the dart first of all. Close the dart before you cut it out. Okay, so you can close the dart out this way. Just ensure that you find the center point of the dart like so. Find the center point of the dart, and then you can rule it out. Okay, so you can now close it. Okay, so we have this as a final pattern. Okay, so for the front, the same thing. I'm going to cut it out. Alright, so for the dart as well, I'm also going to find the midpoint of the dart, and then I will fold it in. Okay, the same thing. You want to find the midpoint of the darts before you cut it out. Okay, so we have it here. So here we have the front and the back bodies. Okay, for the back, you can decide to have this point as your horizontal balance line, which we also call the across back line. Alright, so here is the final result of our front and back draped pattern transferred to your pattern paper. Thank you so much for watching our tutorials. To get any of our accessories and more, you can check us out on Instagram or on Facebook at Accessories by Crest, or you can chat us up on 0909663529. I remain Shodi Mukeni, CEO at Crest Fashion, at Crest Accessories. Alright, till we meet again, have a lovely day and see you. Bye.